And so AJ Capital Partners, which is the parent company of Graduate or ownership of Graduate, you do, resort properties, urban properties outside of Graduate hotels. You guys have a, diverse portfolio. What's your strategy? How do you look at things differently in these different markets, or are there still same elements that you look for in each market?
So I would say there's one common thread that runs through everything that AJ Capital Partners does, whether it be a Graduate hotel or not. Whether we're in New Orleans or Nashville, Chicago, wherever it might be, I go back to community engagement, is that we want to draw people from the local community who live and work nearby to the hotel. And we do that really through food and beverage for the most part. Sometimes it's the common elements of the public lobby spaces that draw people in. But at the end of the day, it's a great coffee shop if you're in a very pedestrian-friendly location. Is it a rooftop bar that maybe that community hasn't seen before? It's some way to draw people from that community to the hotel. The reason why we like that, and that we try to do it in all of our projects, is first of all, the more people into your food and beverage space, your hotels, the more revenue. That's the easy part, right? But then our hotel guests, the out-of-town guests, when they come to the property, they immediately feel like they're part of the community. They're engaged culturally already. They're getting a truly authentic or cultural engagement experience right away, because they recognize when they're downstairs in the morning having a cup of coffee or a pressed juice, whatever they may have to get their day started. They start hearing the conversations and the stories from the people who are around them, and they realize that they're surrounded by locals, right? So they get they get a great experience, a much better hospitality experience than they might otherwise get. And then finally, if you can really do a good job of engaging with that local community and getting those people who live and work nearby to your hotel, they become the biggest part of and the most important part of your sales force. Because when they have customers or clients, friends, family coming to town, and those people ask them, well, where should I come to town? Where should I stay? We want them to say, stay at the Graduate Athens, or stay at the Graduate Madison, Graduate Charlottesville, because we want them to be the first one, and all of the other AJ properties as well. We want to say, hey, come to the Hotel Pontchartrain. They've got this great rooftop bar, or they brought back the Bayou Room. At the end of the day, we want the locals to be selling for us. And so that first and foremost, our first customer in a lot of respects is people who live and work, who may never, nearby, who may never see one of our restaurants.
Right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.